Namaste everyone, this is Avanti. और आज I have decided to embarrass myself for some reason because I sent a quiz to every boy I've ever had a crush on. And the waiting time to receive the responses felt longer than exam time, if I am being honest with you. So you shall now hear about my crush history. This was a popular trend on YouTube and TikTok, or वो नया To All the Boys movie is coming out as well. So in celebration and honor of all of that, I decided to embarrass myself. I sent the quiz to 6 boys. This was all between the ages of 12 and 19. So basically all through high school. All 6 of them responded, which is very nice, and I'll go in chronological order. But tab tak, let me tell you what was on the form. So the title is, if you're receiving this form, I had a crush on you. Don't worry, I obviously don't anymore, lol, so hopefully this is not that awkward. Chances are you already knew, but if not, surprise! Thanks in advance for filling this out, it means a lot that you're doing this. Yes, so that is the form. Next question is, what are your initials? Did you know that I had a crush on you? Options are yes, no, I thought you did but wasn't sure, and it was pretty obvious. Next question is, if you knew that I liked you, how could you tell? What was your first impression of me? Rate my personality at the time you knew me, and rate my attractiveness at the time you knew me. I was very specific, it was the time that they knew me, because I wanted to know whether I came across as cool when I had a crush on them or not, as opposed to now, because I'm still in touch with most of them. What terms are we on? You know, as we don't talk and we're good friends. How awkward is this? And then any last words from my community, or all of you Parathas if they had any last words, so you shall see. All 6 of them filled it out, and I'm just gonna go in chronological order of the ages and times that I had a crush on these guys, so I hope you enjoy. First up, we have SK. Did you know that I had a crush on you? Yes. If you knew that I liked you, how could you tell? The dreamy eyes wherever you were around me. Just kidding, you told me. SK was the closest thing I had to a relationship before Steven. And we were both 12. I think he was 13, I was 12. It was year 7th grade where you were just texting each other. You know, we had the dabba phones and all of that. We barely talked in person, but we used to text a lot. So that was our romance. Middle to high school, basically. He's such a sweetheart. What was your first impression of me? Smart, cute, and driven. Oh, that's really sweet. Rate my personality at the time you knew me. An 8 on 10. Okay, I appreciate that. 12-year-old me, you know, made an 8 on 10 impression. I'm proud of myself. Rate my attractiveness at the time you knew me. Also 8 on 10. Also very kind. I had glasses and braces and everything at that time, so if you found me attractive then, you're a gem. What terms are we on? About 7 on 10. Yeah, we're about 7 on 10. We hang out if we're in the same town and things like that. Agar hum, you know, same city mein, then we'll hang out. How awkward is this? 2 on 10. I would expect SK to say this because he's super chill about stuff. And I'm really happy that SK was kind of my first real crush because he was such a sweetheart, so having that is great. Any last words? Super proud of everything you're doing and happy that the current boy you love treats you well. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, SK. Actually, it'll be fun. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite from all of these people. SK is doing well so far. Up next, we have VM. So VM was when I was around 13 in the 8th grade, and I started having a crush on VM while I was still talking to SK, and I kind of ended it badly with SK, so that's on me. SK, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I know this was many years ago, but I apologize for that. And yeah, I just thought VM was really cool. Did you know that I'd crush on you? Yes. If you knew that I liked you, how could you tell? You told me. I did tell you. What was your first impression of me? Intelligent, kind, and empathetic. That's really kind, thank you. So VM didn't feel comfortable rating my personality or my attractiveness, which I understand. मुझे भी थोड़ा अजीब लग रहा था to include these questions, but I was trying to stay true to the trend, but I understand and I respect that. So let's move on to the next. What terms are we on? We're 3 on 10, which is true. I think we'll wish each other happy birthday, and you know, the last time we probably saw each other was a few years ago, but I wish him well always. And how awkward is this? 8 on 10, pretty awkward. It is a little awkward, I agree. Any last words for my community? Oh my god. I don't know if you remember this, but you revealed your crush via a game of Hangman. I can't believe that you remember this, so embarrassing. So we were partners in school, and I don't know why, I think I probably had this idea. We were like talking about our crushes or something, and we decided that we would reveal the name during a game of Hangman, and I very boldly revealed his name, and then he very boldly revealed another girl's name, so I was like, ouch. But good. It's good for your ego to get bruised early on, so then you you know not to repeat stupid mistakes later. So agar aap dekh rahe ho, do not reveal your crush by a game of Hangman. Pro tip. After VM is AS1, because there's 2 ASs. He was the first person to actually fill out the form. And funny story, I actually met him in person a few days after he filled out the form. It was hilarious. Did you know that I had a crush on you? I thought you did, but wasn't sure. Okay. I did have quite a big crush on him, but... If you knew that I liked you, how could you tell? There were some extra sweet texts that made me think you did. Clearly, I was a texter back in the day. Also, someone told me you wanted to ask me to a social, but you never did, so maybe it was a lie. Maybe I wanted to. The social was kind of like, our school had these dances. It was kind of like prom, but very much not like prom. I probably did want to, but didn't have the guts to, so sorry I never asked you to the social, but what was your first impression of me? Very smart and easy to talk to. I appreciate that. I hope that is still true. Rate my personality at the time you knew me. 8 on 10. Okay, we're pretty solidly doing an 8 on 10 here. Rate my attractiveness. 7 on 10. Ooh, okay. I appreciate it. I also had glasses and braces around this time, or maybe I started wearing contacts. Regardless, thank you for being honest. What terms are we on? 9 on 10. We're still good friends. I mean, I met him literally a few days after. How awkward is this? 10 on 10? Pretty awkward. Knowing AS1, I understand why this is awkward. Any last words for my community? I'm dead. He says, she's wife material, Stephen, with a winky face. LOL. Thank you, AS. Up next, we have another AS. I'm going to call him AS2. So AS1 I liked when I was about 14, 15, and then in between, I stopped liking him for a while and I liked AS2. AS2 was in high school in the US, but he had come to India for this program, and I was helping coordinate that program in India, so that's how we met. Did you know that I had a crush on you? It was pretty obvious. Oof, okay. If you knew that I liked you, how could you tell? When Nisarth ended and you wrote emails to all my classmates, you ended yours to me with a Love Avanti signature. That is true. I mean, I was responsible for coordinating this, but I was like sending thank you emails to everyone. Smooth. 14-year-old Avanti was smooth. She said love Avanti when everybody else she must have been like, sincerely. That plus our awkward first kiss had it sealed for me. Yes, my first kiss was with AS2. It was definitely very awkward. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It was very awkward, but it's very sweet also, but awkward. What was your first impression of me? Who is this brilliant, beautiful, and multi-talented young lady who is wise beyond her years? Where is the entourage of men wishing to court her? How long is the line that I need to get at the back of? Wow, I can feel myself blushing. That is really sweet, thank you. I mean, I thought AS2 was super cool. He was also a little bit older than me. I think I was 14, turning 15, he was 16. Rate my personality at the time you knew me. 10 on 10, hey! Thank you. I rate my attractiveness at the time you knew me. Also 10 on 10, wow, okay. Yeah, maybe I had a little glow up, or, you know, sometimes they say the attractiveness you see in somebody else is what is reflected in you, so you're also 10 on 10. What terms are we on? 3 on 10. Yeah, we don't talk as much, but again, happy birthday here and there. How awkward is this? 2 on 10. Yeah, again, makes sense. Knowing AS2, he would be chill about this. Any last words for my community? Wow, okay, this is really kind. Avanti's smile can light up a whole city, so keep giving her the love and support she deserves to keep that smile going. I definitely wish that I had done a better job of keeping in touch because she is a woman going places and lifting up people along the way. Wow. Thank you, AS2. In case y'all are still rating who you like the most so far, I think AS2 is doing a pretty good job. Okay, so AS2 is like a small crush fling. First kiss also, but anyway. Flash forward, so I guess AS2 and AS ended around when I was 15. So 16, 17, I didn't have a crush on anybody. And then when I was about 18, 19, this was between high school and college, I took a gap year, which I'll make a full video on separately. There were 2 guys during that time, and I will tell you about them. So number 5 is ST. No, this is not Steven ST, this is another ST. Did you know that I had a crush on you? No. If you knew that I liked you, how could you tell? Honestly, I didn't know. Wow, okay. I guess I didn't make it super obvious. So how we met is we met in the line going to a bathroom, and yeah, we met in basically a bathroom line. I thought he was cool. He was headed to Princeton. I was, going to Harvard, and we started talking, and we would text quite, on and off. It was cute. I think I was more probably invested in that way. What was your first impression of me? Really nice, good conversation, attractive, obviously. Well, that's kind. Rate my personality at the time you knew me. 9 on 10. Rate my attractiveness at the time you knew me. Also 9 on 10. Thank you, very kind. What terms are we on? 8 on 10. Yeah, I would say we're still good friends. We talk on and off. How awkward is this? It's chill. 1 on 10. Okay, he's very chill with this. Any last words for my community? Original idea made me smile. I'm glad I made you smile, ST. Funny story, I sent him this and he was like, are you serious? Because he had no idea that I had a crush on him. And he's like, well, I wish you told me in 2015 because then I would have asked you out. So I guess the moral of the story is if you have a crush on somebody, maybe tell them. Worst thing they'll say is they don't like you back. Like I found out with VM earlier. But maybe it can work out for you. So, okay, we have the 6th one. So if ST was around when I was 18, ST was around 17 to 18. EP, who's this last person, was around 18 to 19. This is right before I went to Harvard. What are your initials? EP. Did you know that I had a crush on you? It was pretty obvious. As I thought it was for ST, but clearly not. I'm glad EP thinks it was pretty obvious. If you knew that I liked you, how could you tell? We met a few times, but definitely chatted a lot on Facebook even before you got to Harvard. EP was also a Harvard student, a couple years older than me. I liked you and figured it had to be somewhat mutual given how much we talked and messaged. Yeah, we talked and messaged a lot. And the other day, because I was doing this, I went through our chats and I was like, I was very obvious. So what was your first impression of me? Smart, cheerful, and charming. That's really kind, thank you. Rate my personality at the time you knew me, 8 on 10. Fair. Rate my attractiveness at the time you knew me, also 8 on 10. Thank you. What terms are we on? We're about a 4 on 10. Yeah, I agree. Again, similarly, happy birthday, somewhat check-in. We have common friends, but how awkward is this? 4 on 10. Okay, thanks for being neutral. Any last words for my community? I'm not so sure how your video will finally turn out, so not quite sure what to say. It was a fun chapter when I liked you. Definitely kept me excited and kept my friends teasing me. Yeah, that's what I thought. I suppose things sort of naturally mutually fizzled out. Good luck with the video. Thank you. Yeah, this one was interesting because clearly he liked me too. I liked him and we both knew, but we never really said it. And yeah, I think I was probably waiting for him to make a move, not physically or anything, but just be more upfront about it, but never happened. But that's okay, it's always these phases, you learn from them. I guess the learning maybe is just if you want something, go for it and tell the person, because you never know. Whew, I feel like I've embarrassed myself enough. Let me know in the comments below whose anonymous identity you liked the most from all of them. And they're all such sweethearts. I'm really, really glad that I, had the opportunity to meet all of them and be friends with them. I'm not somebody who, I need to know the person, agar main us pe crush karti hu or whatever. I can't just crush on somebody from afar. So these are all people I talked to quite a bit or knew, in the case of the ones in school. It was a fun time in those years when I used to like y'all. And thank you for being such great sports and answering this. I feel very grateful and kind and blessed. If y'all had fun watching me embarrass myself in this video, feel free to let me know. और अगर आप चाहते हैं कि I make similar things like this, I don't know, with my friends, or a little bit more blast from the past from my school days, let me know. And if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. But until then, thank you for watching. Big shout out to all my parathas. Clearly all of them are really kind to you, and yeah, I feel like my face is red. I don't know if it is, but anyway, I will see you soon. Bye!